everybody. This is Ron Dittmars talking to you from the Erasmus Academy. This is our third segment on the biographical sketch of Franz Kafka. And here you see on the screen a portrait of him while he was in high school. He was, of course, one of the greatest major figures of 20th century literature. His dates are 1883 to 1924. And here is a picture, let's see, a picture of actually the Franz Kafka Museum in Prague. I've been to Prague, and Jeff, I know you have been too. But I never visited the museum itself. But anyway, Jeff, you want to say hello?
Hello, everyone. It's good to be back.
Great. Okay. So this is the third segment, and we're sort of in the midst of going through a text, which we'll bring up on the screen right here. So our procedure is I'll read the sentence out loud. Jeff will repeat. Please repeat with him to get a sense of the flow of the words in the sentence, and then I'll ask him specific questions to unlock the grammar of the sentence to arrive at the meaning of the sentences and get an idea about that. Okay, so you all set?
I am.
Great. All right. And let's see. So if you're in a cold area right now, this should warm your heart. Going on. Here we go. Unter den Erzählern der Goethezeit las Johann Peter Hebel sehr gerne. Everybody?
Unter den Erzählern der Goethezeit las Johann Peter Hebel sehr gerne.
Good. We always ask for the verb first. And where is that?
Las.
Good. So this is from lesen. Again, indicates that this is a strong verb. It has a vowel change from three principal parts are lesen, las, gelesen. And what's the subject?
Good,
because it's he read, so you're looking for a singular subject, And where's the direct object?
Johann Peter Hebel.
This whole thing right here. Great. Perfect. Good. All right, so that's your core sentence. And then unter just means like among, which takes the dative plural, among the storytellers of the Goethe time. And then whenever you have gerne at the end, remember there are always sometimes adverbs at the end of the sentence that would complete the verb complex. It means whatever activity the verb is, one is doing that happily or gladly. So he was very happy to read, you could say in that case. Johann Peter Hebel. Okay, going on. Vor allem liebte aber Goethe selber. Everybody?
Vor allem liebte aber Goethe selber.
Where's your verb?
Liebte.
Liebte, so past tense, weak verb, liebte. He loved, but above all, vor allem, he loved Goethe himself. Going on. Über eine Reise, die Kafka und Brod im Jahre 1912, go ahead.
Über eine Reise, die Kafka und Brod im Jahre 1912
nach Weimar machten.
Nach Weimar machten.
Up to that point. Now, this time you have so regarding a trip, and then you have a relative clause introduced by this relative pronoun, which it goes all the way to the comma. Then the main sentence resumes right here with schrieb. So regarding a trip, Brod wrote. So here you have the subject here. Brod wrote. Okay, let's just translate up to this point first here. So where's this verb? Sorry, of the subordinate clause up to this point, Jeff? Which Kafka and
Über eine Reise.
So regarding a trip, which Kafka and Brod, and then here's your verb here, machten, which they made then in the year 1912 to Weimar. Brod wrote, and then going on, wir waren durch unsere Liebe zu Goethe, everybody?
Wir waren durch unsere Liebe zu Goethe.
Unsere seit Jahren betriebenen Goethe-Studien.
Unsere seit Jahren betriebenen Goethe-Studien.
Besonders gut vorbereitet.
Besonders gut vorbereitet.
Okay, let me just erase this stuff before. Now, I remember I indicated in the introduction to one of our sessions that this text has two examples of the extended adjective construction, which you'll find very often in written German. So here you have Max Brod wrote, we were gut vorbereitet. We were well prepared. This is just a past participle serving as a predicate adjective. Here's your core sentence. We were well prepared through our love for Goethe, our Goethe studies. Now, here you have unsere, and you're expecting a noun or an adjective following this personal pronoun, our. Instead of that, you get a preposition. So that's the clue that something is what I call haywire. So that's actually the beginning of this extended modifier construction. Goes from here all the way up to either an adjective or a past participle or a present participle, which is right here. So through our love for Goethe, through our Goethe studies, you skip over what's in the parentheses, through our Goethe studies, and then you go back here to resolve this extended modifier, which were conducted for many years. Okay, so the whole thing. So you want to just read those first, just translate there, Jeff, from here all the way down to there slowly so we can follow it, the whole thing.
Among the narrators from the Goethe period, he greatly enjoyed reading Johann Peter Hebel.
Great.
Above all, however, he loved Goethe himself.
Mm-hmm.
Regarding a trip which Kafka and Brod made to Weimar in 1912, Brod wrote, "We were well prepared through our love of Goethe, through our Goethe studies conducted for years."
Great. Yeah, okay. It's a little bit complicated, but once you can delineate and demarcate where the beginning of this construction is, this extended adjective construction, and where it concludes, then you can resolve that with a relative clause as Jeff did nicely there. Okay, let's go on. Unter den modernen Schriftstellern, everybody.
Unter den modernen Schriftstellern.
Let me just erase the stuff from before. Good, from right here. Deutsche Sprache mochte Thomas Mann sehr.
Deutsche Sprache mochte Thomas Mann sehr.
So good. Where's the verb here?
Mochte.
Yeah, so he liked. Past tense, you don't see this very often. Now here again, you have, just like you have gerne in the beginning, you have sehr at the end. So he liked very much. You would say here's an adverb that completes the verb complex. So among the modern writers of the German language, this is what we call a compact genitive with no definite article of the modern of the German language. He liked Thomas Mann very much. Going on, liebt die Künstlerbürgernovelle Tonio Kröger. Everybody.
Liebt die Künstlerbürgernovelle Tonio Kröger.
Good. So he loves the present tense. He loves the artist citizen Novella Tonio Kröger. Mann schrieb an Max Brod. Everybody.
Mann schrieb an der Max Brod.
Gehört zu denen, nach deren geschriebenem ich hungere.
Gehört zu denen, nach deren geschriebenem ich hungere.
Funny sentence here. So Mann, he wrote on to Max Brod, and then here's your main verb, belongs to those to whose writing. Now this is a past participle serving as a noun. The M here is not a typo. It's correct because it's in the dative with nach. So to whose writing, or that which has been written, I am hungering. Simply. Okay. You want to just translate those last 4 lines, Jeff, slowly so we can follow?
Among the modern writers of the German language, he liked Thomas Mann very much. He loves the artist citizen novella Tonio Kröger. Mann, he wrote to Max Brod, belongs to those for whose writing I am hungering.
Great. Okay. All right. Well, great job in getting through that text, Jeff, and hope you all enjoyed it, and talk to you later. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.